I got a huggy.
For today's cup of coffee, youngest kid has, it's a hoodie.
It's a fucking oversized hoodie. Thank you very much. It is an hoodie. It is a huggy.
I don't know.
Leave me the fuck alone.
No,
it's oversized.
it's
I like it. It's an oversized hoodie blanket.
That's like those things that
It's lined like one of those fuzzy blankets.
That they had. It was the wearable blanket, and I'm like, my God,
the Snuggie.
It is a robe turned backwards.
It is an oversized robe that
Turned
is hybrid
backwards.
of a blanket.
It's just crazy.
It's a fucking Snuggie, and I got a huggy.
And that goes right along with what we're going to be discussing today, which is snake oil.
Fuck you, this is not snake oil. This is not snake oil.
And we hear this a lot, and most of us know that it means like a huckster or something like that.
This ain't no snake oil.
But
right
we're
here.
going
Thank you very
to
much.
be discussing, how the actual origin came into being. And God love him, I had missed him. I had searched for him. This comes from Mysterious Universe, Brent Swancer.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
And Mr. Swancer had written this on December the 23rd of 2021. So, I don't know. And, yes, I did go through here and get rid of a lot of the flowery essence of Mr. Swancer. So,
Good.
anyhow.
Good.
But we're,
He
again,
needs to edit.
with Snake Oil Salesman, he has a very specific style of writing.
Just say fucking over dramatic.
It's a very specific style.
He does too much. He's the Christina Aguilera of literature. She does
like
too
her.
much. She does too much vocally, and he does too much literally.
Well, literarily.
Literally.
Anyhow, snake oil salesman, bogus treatments, especially related to medical cures. For any of you who may play like the games on, the little mobile games, I'm sure that you have seen how that you can lose 92 pounds overnight if you swallow this one capsule. Which I think that it's probably like tapeworm.
I was about to say tapeworm anybody.
Or
Tapeworm
something.
diet.
And that was a thing.
Yes.
Back in, was it the Victorian times that you could buy?
Bette Midler, I think, was accused of giving her daughter a tapeworm thing.
That's
But it wasn't
horrible.
real. It wasn't real.
Anyhow, so how this came into being was during the California Gold Rush. And, when you had a lot of people that were Chinese immigrants that were helping to build the railroad in the 1800s, all right, a lot of them brought with them their folk remedies. Personally, I'm a fan of a lot of the Chinese remedies. They're very effective if you have somebody who knows how to do them correctly.
Right.
Now, one of the remedies was snake oil, which was made from the mildly venomous Chinese water snake. And this is actually very rich in omega-3 acids and was said to have all sorts of health benefits. And it was regarded as a potent anti-inflammatory agent, and other benefits such as reducing inflammation. Well, that's what he said that twice, from arthritis, bursitis, sore muscles, and others. So this was perfect for, these folks that were building a railroad. They should have had Tiger Balm. Tiger Balm is some good stuff.
Yes.
If you've never used that, it's good stuff. And the folk remedy had been used for centuries in China. I'm sure it probably still is. So Americans became curious about it, as Americans have a tendency to do, because it was exotic. It's like, oh, we've never heard of this before. Let's see what this is about. So you have these people that talk this up, all these therapeutic benefits and stuff. It was sold as being this mystical, magical thing. And of course it was exaggerated.
No shit.
And one of the main ones that got in on this was Clark Stanley. And dude was just, he was good at what he did, which was professional bullshitter.
Clearly.
So he had, came basically out of nowhere, claiming that he had spent time in the mountains learning mystical secrets and magic from shamans and medicine men. And he claimed that he had studied more than 2 years with a Hopi medicine man in Arizona, learned the ways of mysticism and snake oil. Mm-hmm. And the thing is, here in America, we're kind of short on Chinese water snakes.
Yeah.
So what Stanley did, he started using rattlesnakes.
Oh, that's wonderful.
And he proudly proclaimed that he was a master of snake oil and dubbed himself the Rattlesnake King.
The rattlesnake.
And he enlisted the help of a Boston pharmacist to help him start marketing what he called Clark Stanley's Snake Oil Liniment. And it was supposed to cure everything from toothache, sore throat, animal bite, skull fractures, hair loss, blindness.
Oh my God.
Cancer. Let's see, here was some of the other ones. But anyhow, everything. It's supposed to include rheumatism, deafness, hay fever, cramps.
He just throwing everything out there to see if it sticks.
Absolutely. And it says that Stanley organized a traveling show for his product using all sorts of dramatic and flashy gimmicks. And, you know, he would hold presentations where he would take an actual rattlesnake and squeeze the oil out of them, boiling them in pots and preparing his oil right in front of the spectators' eyes. And then, you know, he, of course, had people in the audience that he had paid to absolutely testify about the miraculous powers
Sweeney Todd,
of this product. Well, this has been around. This is not new. It's just
I know, but like Sweeney Todd, the dude with the hair, and he's like, it's piss.
I didn't.
The hair tonic or whatever. It's like, it's piss.
They probably.
It's piss.
Was it piss?
It was piss.
Okay, well, there's some people that they believe in that too. We'll go into that someday.
Oh, God.
Anyhow, after a period...
the piss people and the coffee enemas.
Anyhow, after a certain point, because people are gullible, they began to actually believe the lie. Mm-hmm. Because people have always been people. All right, then in 1893, he and his rattlesnakes gained a lot of attention at the World's Columbian Exposition in Chicago, Illinois. And he actually had production facilities in Beverly, Massachusetts, and in Providence, Rhode Island. And, you know, things were looking pretty good for dude. But then there were problems that started heading his way. The first of which was the passing of the Pure Food and Drug Act in 1906. Now, up until then, there had not been any kind of a regulatory body that oversaw medicines or treatments. There was no regulation to prohibit false advertising of medicinal products and or monitor their safety and effectiveness. And until then, it had been completely uncontrolled, with a variety of con men and fake doctors selling all manner of concoctions made from questionable and even dangerous substances such as cocaine, Coca-Cola, anyone?
Yeah.
Amphetamine, alcohol, and opium. Okay, now, not all of those things. Some of those things were probably beneficial.
Yeah.
So,
take one whiff of cocaine. There you go. You're pumped up for the rest of the day.
Well, you know, I'd say that it did help people. They didn't know whether they were hurting or not at that point.
Yeah.
And then there was pressure being put on the charlatans from professional medical organizations like the American Medical Association, the AMA. I have issues with them. I do, because they were the ones that demonized. At the time, the dental industry, that's why there's, American Dental Association, which is separate. That's why medical coverage is separate than dental coverage. They also, as far as
Dumbasses.
homeopathy,
Dumbasses.
well, it's a cartel like anything else.
Yeah.
So that's the reason I had a problem with that. So they began a powerful marketing campaign to discredit them. Yes, and they still do today.
Yeah.
Anyhow, when the Pure Food and Drug Act examined Stanley's treatment, they not only found that it was completely worthless, but it didn't even contain any actual snake oil. Not a drop. It was mineral oil, a fatty compound thought to be from beef, capsaicin, which is from chili peppers, camphor, and some turpentine. Hey, these people, turpentine, you talk about deworming somebody. Now, there you go.
Yeah.
Okay, now Stanley,
Dear God.
Stanley
Dear God.
was fined, but this did little to stop his trade at this point. Now, various medicine shows remained popular well into the 20th century. And there are some of the, like, different fairs and stuff like that they will have... it's a presentation similar to how the snake oil salesmen were, which is hilarious. I mean, it's like the old school carnival barkers and stuff. So it's something to see if you've got a good showman, if you're somebody who is a good showman and you're looking for an act, when the world begins again or whatever, get you a little wooden cart, something like that, and there are people that are very creative. They could go out there, get them a top hat or whatever, be a new snake oil salesman.
Yeah.
What's interesting is that the snake oil actually does have health benefits. It has omega-3 fatty acids, which are shown to reduce inflammation, as well as lower systolic blood pressure. It can improve cognitive function, reduce the risk of dementia, and relieve depression. And from the water snakes, the amount of omega-3 fatty acid is actually more than is in salmon. So, but then you would have like this shortage of water snakes and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
But I thought that was interesting in today's world of snake oil. It's just... they're still out there. Oh, they're still out there. It's just that the marketing techniques
have differed.
Oh, sure. They're high tech now, and the bullshit goes broader and deeper and has technical terms applied to it now. And how many things that have worked for hundreds of years suddenly get this black box thing on it, and so people can no longer get the medication. Surprisingly, it also is right there at the same time something new and improved comes out.
Exactly.
Usually that's more addictive.
There's no such thing
or that
as
causes
coincidence.
Well, that causes side effects from, my God, if you're taking something that's going to cause you more problems than what you went to the doctor for initially, no, I'd rather take my chances with the snake oil. Yeah. I know what turpentine does.
You do.
I know what camphor does. What else did they have in there? As far as, even mineral oil has its purposes.
Don't inject it into yourself.
No, but historically they can be used as a laxative. Historically, I can't say anybody. It's like just historically.
So is milk of magnesium.
No, that's magnesia. That's the whole thing. Magnesium, if you're having problems, it can help you with regularity. Now, as far as the
you constipated little shit.
Oh God, help. The capsaicin from the chili peppers. Now you can use that as far as it draws heat into the joints and stuff like that. And if you've ever been pepper sprayed, oh hell, yeah, that's not a fun thing. So it's like there's good and bad on all things. Mm-hmm. But now the camphor is still great if somebody's having trouble breathing, if stuffy nose or anything like that. those of us that have the stuffy nose of sinus infections. It's been beautiful here. It's in the 60s, and then next week it's going to drop down into the 30s.
You put that back.
Nah,
You put that
I'd
back.
like to.
You put that right back.
I would do that, but it is abnormal to have temperatures like this in the 60s, close to 70 in December.
La Nina. Yeah.
It is La Nina.
La Nina.
It's just, I hope that we
Okay.
do not have blizzards in April and May, because that's not fun.
Blizzards in March.
But anyhow, since everybody's stocking up on everything, make sure that you get your snake oil. Make sure it's fresh snake oil
Get your piss.
from the freshest.
Get your piss.
There are people
Get your
that
bottles of
believe
piss.
that urine has healing qualities. How
mean-
many makeup products have urea as one of the ingredients?
There's some, but those are the ones that are
Those-
those are the non-vegan ones. Those are the ones that you stay away from usually.
Well,
That's
I
people
don't
are
do
supposed to stay
vegan.
away.
My God, I don't do vegan.
I mean, neither do I, but
But that is an
Now,
offering
cruelty-free,
from the
I'll do that.
animal. That's not that they're taking it from the animal. It's a byproduct of the animal.
Cruelty-free products, yeah.
Well, I don't believe in any animal testing as far as when it's hurting the animal. I think that's just stupid. You've got enough people, they would volunteer. They really would.
Wait, if you have makeup on, and your cat comes up and you decide to kiss it, and you just so happen to get some makeup on it, does that count as animal testing?
No, that's not animal
'Cause it's
testing.
still on
no,
them.
No, how they do animal testing, I don't agree with at all. Anyhow, like I said, snake oil. We could possibly have cup of coffee snake oil for sale soon. If you're interested, let us know. Anyhow, if you've had experiences with
It's
supernatural,
It's
paranormal
piss!
encounters with UFOs, aliens, cryptids, snake oil products, which Amazon is
It's a real-
full
real
of
topic.
them.
It's piss.
And if you've got local, regional family myths, legends, if you wish that you had been the inventor of the robe turned backwards, which has made
The
God
Snuggie.
how many millions.
It's a lot of money.
Oh,
It's a
I
lot of
wish
money.
I could come up with something stupid and make large sums of money from the stupid. Yeah. Anyhow. So just send us an email, cupofcoffeewithscream@gmail.com. Thank you for spending coffee time with us. Hopefully got a few laughs out of this. Maybe it will get somebody's creative juices flowing on this, and they will come up with something interesting, unique.
Speaking of snake oil, y'all better fucking continue the Fugglers. We miss them.
Fugglers were great. And then what was it? Was it the Boglins?
Boglins, they're still around.
Oh,
They're
yeah,
around
I
now,
mean, but
they're
that-
$40.
As far as interesting things, we need somebody to do something out of the ordinary that's not harmful. That would be great.
Yeah.
When they had like the big goths and the other things like that.
Marketing was just shit for the big goths anyway.
Well, it's still
Same for the quality.
it's still a niche market. The Living Dead dolls, all those things are coming back because everything's cyclical.
The thing is, the Living Dead dolls, they had good quality right out the gate.
Yeah, they did.
B-Goths, they had dollar stored bodies.
Well,
Dollar store bodies that yellowed
Yeah, that ain't cool.
and shitty paint jobs. Really shitty, really janky paint jobs.
Well, let me tell you why. Snake oil, and the people still bought them,
Not
and
maybe,
I'd
that's
say
why they
that
were
they-
discontinued.
but they paid, I'd say, a pretty penny for them. Anyhow,
Yeah, they were like $25 when they came
that's $25, and you got a dollar store body on something. I don't think so. Anyhow, we'll continue another discussion another day. I went through like 3 different stories before I settled on this one tonight. Because it be sinus infection season. And it's like you can't even go to the store because people accuse you of not having the proper snake oil these days. So I'm going to leave it right there. You all have a beautiful, blessed day.
I do not endorse what she's saying.
They know that you are very much loved and appreciated. And we'll see you on the next cup.
Don't forget to like, share, comment, and most of all, subscribe and hit that little notification button. Bye.
Bye.